It is Tuesday, February 24, 2026.
A very specific Tuesday.
Exactly. And to understand what is happening right now, literally right now in the tech world, we are analyzing a snapshot from a source that, honestly, often flies under the radar for Western audiences.
But it shouldn't.
No, it really shouldn't. It offers this massive window into the Asian tech market. We're looking at TechWorld Bangladesh.
It is such a fascinating source to dig into. You have editor Nazni Nahar and publisher Syed Almas Kabir, and they're reporting right out of Gulshan Avenue in Dhaka. And what I absolutely love about using this specific report as our anchor today is that it really strips away that standard Silicon Valley echo chamber.
Right, the hype machine.
Exactly. It shows us what is actually landing with consumers on the ground in a massively growing market, right, as it happens.
Yeah, and looking at the docket for today, it feels like we're looking at a complete cross-section of modern life in 2026.
It's the whole ecosystem.
It really is. We've got the hardware list, specifically those rumors swirling around the iPhone 18. We've got the software evolution, looking at how we consume content with YouTube TV.
Yep.
We have a fundamental shift in how we communicate, thanks to a new WhatsApp feature. It's basically the full stack of our digital existence right now.
And then, lurking right at the bottom of that stack, we have the price tag.
The cost of doing business.
Right. But I don't mean the price in taka or dollars. I mean the biological price, the health implications of this digital ecosystem we built for ourselves.
So true. It's like a balance sheet for the listener, assets and liabilities.
That's a great way to frame it.
So let's start with the asset column, or, at least the shiny object column, the iPhone 18 Pro.
Ah, yes. The hype cycle never really dies, does it?
It really doesn't. According to the report from TechWorld, the leaks are seriously intensifying right now. Apple is preparing to bring the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max to market, quote, very soon.
Very soon.
But the specific detail that the source is highlighting, and this is what caught my eye, isn't a new processor speed.
No.
It isn't a revolutionary camera lens. It's paint.
An attractive red color.
That is the exact quote from the source. Attractive red. Now, I have to play devil's advocate here for a second.
Go for it.
It is 2026. We have foldable screens that don't crease. We have AR glasses. We have AI pins doing real-time translation. Why on earth is a red chassis making headlines? Is the innovation bar really getting that low, or am I just missing the point entirely?
See, I think that is, well, it's the wrong way to look at it, honestly. If you zoom out and look at the history of the Pro-line iPhones, this is actually a significant psychological shift.
How so?
For years, the word Pro meant serious. It meant graphite, silver, maybe a very desaturated midnight green if you were feeling particularly wild.
Right, it's very industrial.
It was a tool for professionals. It looked like a piece of high-end surgical equipment.
Very business, very understated.
Exactly. So introducing a bold, attractive red to the top-tier line signals that the smartphone market has fully transitioned. It's moved from a pure utility market to a luxury fashion market.
I see.
When the hardware specs, the speed, the battery life, hit a plateau of good enough, and let's be honest, phones have been good enough for a few years now.
Easily. My phone from 2 years ago is still incredibly fast.
Right. So when you hit that plateau, the differentiator has to become visceral. It has to be an emotional play.
So it's the Ferrari strategy.
Yes.
You don't buy the red Ferrari because it's functionally faster in a school zone than the black one. You buy it because it screams.
Precisely. And in a crowded market in February 2026, where virtually everyone has a rectangular slab of glass in their pocket, that specific red color acts as a timestamp.
A timestamp. I like that.
Yeah. It signals to everyone in the room, I have the new one. It's a status beacon. The TechWorld report mentions this information was leaked, which just pours gasoline on that desire.
It creates a club that people desperately want to join.
It does.
It's interesting you mentioned the status beacon aspect. I usually tell myself, I don't care about that superficial stuff. I'm a specs person. Give me the refresh rate. Give me the battery life.
We all say that.
We do. But if I'm being completely honest with myself and with you, if I pull out a phone that looks distinctly 2026, there is a tiny dopamine hit there. I can't deny it.
And Apple knows that. They're banking on it entirely. But there's another layer here we shouldn't miss. The source specifically mentions the anticipation is for the Pro and Pro Max models.
Right, the high end.
It suggests that the entry-level models just aren't driving the conversation anymore. The enthusiasm, the cultural cachet is heavily concentrated at the top. It's all about the premium experience.
Which makes sense. If you're going to carry this piece of glass around for 2 or 3 years, staring at it for hours a day, you got the absolute best version of it.
Exactly.
So let's pivot here for a second. If you're buying the Pro Max in 2026, you're basically buying a massive high-fidelity canvas. But a canvas is completely useless without paint, or, in this case, video content, which actually segues us perfectly to the next item in the TechWorld report.
YouTube TV.
Yes, moving from the hardware straight into the software. The report is flagging, quote, huge changes coming to YouTube TV within this current year.
Now, huge changes is a phrase that usually makes me sweat a little bit as a consumer.
Oh, absolutely. When my favorite apps tell me they're making huge changes, they usually just mean they're hiding the button I use every single day.
Or making the ads unskippable.
Exactly. But the report specifies the goal here. They are trying to become more user-friendly.
That phrase, user-friendly, is doing a massive amount of heavy lifting here. To understand why this is actual news, you have to look at the current state of streaming in 2026.
Okay, set the stage.
The content wars are mostly over. We have access to everything. Every show, every obscure movie, every sports clip. It's all available somewhere. The bottleneck now isn't availability.
What is it then?
It's friction.
Friction? You mean how hard it is to actually start watching something once you sit down on the couch?
Cognitive friction, exactly. The source notes this is a subscription-based service. That implies a transaction.
Right, I'm paying real money for this.
You are paying for a premium experience. If I'm paying a monthly fee for YouTube TV, and I have to click 4 different times just to find the evening news, or if the recommendation engine keeps feeding me garbage I've already seen,
You're canceling.
I'm canceling.
In a heartbeat.
That is so true. My patience as a consumer right now is basically zero. If I have to hunt for the content, I'm just going to close the app and go to TikTok or open a book or do something else.
Right.
So user-friendly isn't just about an app looking nice with rounded corners. It's about user retention. It's about pure survival in the subscription market. The report mentions these updates are rolling out this year, which implies a real urgency.
They need to get this right.
They do. They're likely trying to streamline the interface to perfectly match the capability of devices like that iPhone 18 Pro we just talked about.
That makes a lot of sense.
Think about it. If you have a hyper-fast phone with a stunning red finish, but the streaming app you open is clunky or laggy or confusing, the illusion breaks. The software experience has to be as elegant as the hardware experience.
I'm curious what you think user-friendly actually looks like in practice today. Is it just bigger buttons? Or is it something deeper than that?
It's almost certainly AI-driven personalization. User-friendly in 2026 basically translates to don't make me think.
Don't make me think.
It means the app just knows I want to watch the local news because it's 6 p.m. on a Tuesday. Or it knows I want cartoons because it's Saturday morning and my kids are awake. It's about drastically reducing the cognitive load of choice.
Cognitive load. Man, I feel like my entire life right now is just managing cognitive load.
We all do.
I open an app on my TV, and I am instantly bombarded with thousands of choices, and sometimes I just turn the TV back off because choosing is physically exhausting.
Choice paralysis. That is exactly what YouTube TV is trying to solve with these huge changes. They want to get you from opening the app to actually watching a video in as few seconds as humanly possible.
Which, actually, that's the perfect bridge to our next topic from the report.
Oh, the communication side.
Yeah, because if there is one app that contributes to my daily cognitive load more than anything else, more than streaming, more than shopping, it is WhatsApp.
Unquestionably.
And TechWorld Bangladesh is reporting on a new feature that might actually help us manage that overwhelming feeling.
The specific time message scheduling.
Yes. This is the one I am most excited about. The report describes it as the ability to write a message beforehand and set a specific time for it to be sent.
This is huge, and I really don't think we should underestimate how much this fundamentally changes the physics of messaging.
How so? I mean, isn't it just a nice little convenience feature?
Well, think about the category name itself, instant messaging.
Right.
Since the very early days of AOL and ICQ, the paradigm has always been immediate. I press enter, you get a ping on your end. It's synchronous.
It demands attention right now.
It creates this constant low-level pressure to be always available, always responding.
It's interruptive by design. It's basically saying, look at me right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this feature scheduling, it decouples the thought from the action.
Okay, break that down for me.
It turns WhatsApp from a synchronous demand into an asynchronous tool. It allows you to actually be considerate of the recipient's time rather than just optimizing for your own immediate convenience.
I want to get really practical here. The report mentions it's a facility that is coming soon, kind of in that beta phase. But when I read this in the source, my brain went straight to two specific use cases for you, the listener.
Let's hear them.
First one, birthdays.
Combating the classic forgetting curve.
Yes, I am famously terrible at remembering birthdays on the actual day, but I might remember it, say, 3 days before.
Sure.
In the old world, if I text a friend happy birthday 3 days early, I look weird. But if I wait, I will absolutely forget.
And in this new world,
I write the text on Tuesday, I schedule it for Friday morning at 9 a.m. I look like the most thoughtful, organized friend in the entire world. It's basically social cheat codes.
it really is social cheat codes.
Yeah.
But let's look at the professional side too, specifically for a market like Bangladesh, or really anywhere that is globally connected right now.
Yeah.
We are constantly working across time zones.
Oh, that's a really good point.
Say it's 11 p.m. in Dhaka. You suddenly have a brilliant idea for a client over in London or New York, or maybe it's just your boss who is asleep in the next town over.
Right. If I send it right then, I'm the toxic coworker pinging people at midnight. I'm the person actively ruining their sleep hygiene.
Exactly. But if you tell yourself to wait until morning, that brilliant idea might be gone, or the busyness of the next day takes over and you just forget to send it entirely.
So the scheduling feature bridges that gap.
It lets you offload the mental task. You write the message, get it out of your head, without inflicting the notification on the recipient until it's actually appropriate, say 9 a.m. their time.
So it preserves the idea, but completely respects the boundary.
It's a tool for empathy, really, or at least good digital etiquette. The report phrases it as an opportunity to send, which I really like.
Yeah, that's a good phrasing.
It's unlocking a new capability of control for the user. It's allowing us to curate our communication flow so we aren't just constantly reacting to things, but actually planning them out.
It's really interesting, though, looking at the big picture. You keep talking about control and optimization. We have the attractive red iPhone to optimize our social status. We have the YouTube TV updates to optimize our entertainment friction. We have WhatsApp to optimize our communication boundaries. We are tightening the screws on every single part of our digital lives. We are hacking every second of the day.
We really are. We are maximizing efficiency at all costs. We are trying to squeeze every single drop of productivity and enjoyment out of the 24 hours we have.
But, and here is the massive pivot that the TechWorld source throws at us right at the end.
The reality check.
The reality check. There is a cost to all this optimization. There is a biological tax we are paying, and we might not even realize it until the bill comes due.
You're talking about the lifestyle section of the report.
Yes. The article titled, Risks of Watching TV for a Long Time.
It is a stark tonal shift in the reporting, isn't it? We go straight from attractive red color and helpful scheduling tools to a severe eye health warning.
Whiplash.
But they belong together. There are two sides of the exact same digital coin.
They really do. The article brings up this incredibly nostalgic image to make its point. It talks about childhood, and given the date, this could be the early 2000s or 2010s.
Yeah.
It describes the whole family sitting down together in the evening to enjoy a drama or a program at a specified time.
That phrase, specified time, appears again, but in a totally different context than the WhatsApp feature.
Right, because with WhatsApp, we control the specific time. In the old TV days, the broadcaster controlled it.
And that external control was actually a built-in safety mechanism.
How so?
Well, the show started at 8, it ended at 9. When it ended, the screen went black or the local news came on.
Right.
There was a natural stopping point, a biological break forced upon you.
Whereas now, with the user-friendly YouTube TV, we were just praising.
Yeah, it never ends. The queue is completely infinite. The autoplay feature is turned on by default. The friction is completely gone.
Right.
And because that friction is gone, the source warns us, we are seeing a massive rise in eye strain and physical health risks.
The report mentions long-duration viewing specifically.
That's the key phrase, long duration. Our biology simply hasn't upgraded as fast as our processors have.
We don't have Pro Max eyes.
Exactly. We're using Stone Age eyes to look at Space Age screens. The report is highlighting that when you remove all the boundaries, when you can watch anything, anytime, for as long as you want, the entire burden of stopping shifts to the user.
And let's be painfully honest here, human willpower is terrible at that. If the next episode of a gripping show starts in exactly 5 seconds, I'm sitting there and I'm watching it.
It is so hard to fight. We are fighting algorithms that are custom designed by genius engineers to keep us watching, using a human brain that is evolutionarily designed to seek novelty.
It's a losing battle.
It really is. And the physical cost is real. The report calls it out. Eye fatigue, severe headaches, complete disruption of our circadian rhythms.
It's a bit of a tragic paradox, isn't it? We use the WhatsApp scheduling feature to save ourselves some time and stress.
Only to spend that newly saved time burning our retinas on the brand new iPhone 18 display.
Man, that is a depressing way to put it, but yeah. It feels like we're clearing the deck just to fill it right back up with more digital junk.
This is exactly the balance sheet we talked about at the very beginning of the deep dive. The TechWorld report is giving us the assets clearly. The cool phone, the smooth streaming app, the clever scheduling tool.
Right.
But it's also handing us the bill. The eye strain, the lack of genuine family connection, the physical risks of a sedentary lifestyle.
It really emphasizes the stark contrast between that specified time viewing of the past and the long duration viewing of today.
Totally different behaviors.
One is a social event, the other is a habit, one is communal, the other is incredibly isolating.
Exactly. The source specifically mentions the family sitting down together. That was a shared act. Staring at a phone screen for 6 hours straight is usually a solitary act, even if you are physically sitting in the same room as other people.
So if we look at this holistic, slightly messy picture of February 24th, 2026, what is the ultimate takeaway for the listener? Are we just doomed to be red phone-toting zombies with terrible eyesight? Is that where we're headed?
I really don't think so. I think the secret actually lies in that WhatsApp feature we discussed.
Wait, explain that connection.
The WhatsApp scheduling feature is fundamentally about intentionality.
Okay.
It's about deciding when something happens. You say, I want this specific message to go out at 9 a.m. You are taking the reins back from the technology.
Right, I see where you're going.
We need to apply that exact same logic to the consumption side of our lives. We need to artificially recreate that family TV time constraint that the article is so nostalgic for.
So you're saying we need to start scheduling our own offline time?
Exactly. The big tech companies, YouTube, Apple, they aren't going to stop you from scrolling. Their entire business model is based on your constant engagement.
Right, user-friendly just means easy to keep watching.
Precisely. So you have to be the one to introduce the friction back into your life. You have to be the one to say, I am watching for exactly 1 hour, and then the screen goes off no matter what.
It's funny when you think about it, we spent the last 20 years aggressively trying to remove every ounce of friction from technology.
Making everything faster.
Faster, instant, completely seamless. And now, the ultimate power move in 2026 might actually be adding the friction back in manually.
I really believe that is the defining challenge of this era. We have godlike tools at our disposal. The iPhone 18 Pro is a literal supercomputer in your pocket. WhatsApp allows us to basically bend time and space for communication.
Yeah.
But the real question is, do we have the discipline to use these tools without letting them use us?
That is the big question, and the TechWorld report brilliantly puts the ball right back in our court. It's not telling us to become Luddites and throw away the phone, it's just telling us to be smarter about how we hold it.
It does. It essentially says, here is the beautiful red phone. Here is the scheduled text feature. And right next to them, here is the warning label. Now, choose wisely.
I like that. It's empowering in a slightly terrifying sort of way. It puts the responsibility squarely on us as consumers.
Welcome to the future.
So let's quickly recap the docket for you, the listener, to make sure we have this full picture dialed in.
Let's do it. It's February 2026. The hardware world is dominated by the upcoming iPhone 18 Pro. And if you want to show the world you've officially upgraded, you're buying the red one.
That's your modern status symbol.
Yep. Meanwhile, the streaming world is fiercely fighting for your attention. YouTube TV is smoothing out all the edges, making it easier than ever to sink into the couch and literally never leave. The interface is becoming invisible so the content can just wash over you.
And on the communication front, WhatsApp is giving us the gift of time travel, or, well, time management, allowing us to schedule messages. This lets us be more thoughtful, more efficient, and perhaps a little more deceptive about how incredibly organized we really are.
And finally, the necessary health check. All this seamless screen time comes with a very real physical cost. The nostalgia for the old days of scheduled TV isn't just about missing old shows.
No.
It's a longing for the boundaries that kept us healthy. We really need to remember to blink.
It's a lot to process, but I think I have a solid plan for myself today.
Oh yeah, what's the plan?
Well, I'm going to use the tools to save myself from the tools.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm going to go buy the red iPhone.
Naturally, you have to look good.
Obviously.
Uh,
But then I'm going to use it to schedule a text message to myself for 8 p.m. tonight that simply says, turn off the TV.
and
And then I'm going to actually try to turn it off. Maybe.
maybe is probably the most honest answer I've heard all day.
Before we sign off completely, I want to leave you, the listener, with a final thought, a bit of a challenge based on what we explored today.
All right.
We talked heavily about how the old days had built-in schedules for family time. The TV show started, the family gathered around, and when it ended, life resumed.
Right. The external trigger.
Yeah.
The world told you exactly when to stop.
Exactly. But since that external trigger is completely gone now, the challenge is, can you build a new one for yourself?
I love that.
If you can use WhatsApp to schedule a work text to be perfectly efficient, can you also schedule a rigid do not disturb block on your calendar labeled real life? And I don't just mean when you're sleeping, I mean when you're awake and fully present.
Can you treat your own offline time with the exact same rigidity and respect that you treat a mandatory Zoom meeting or a scheduled notification? Can you make doing absolutely nothing as culturally important as doing something?
That's the hard part. But honestly, I think that's the only way we survive 2026 with our eyes and our relationships fully intact.
I couldn't agree more. It's entirely about finding that balance.
Well, thank you for taking this deep dive with us today. It's always a wild ride navigating the future, or I guess the very immediate present, with you.
It's always a pleasure. Take care of those eyes, everyone. Look away from the screen.
And keep an eye out for that red phone. We'll see you next time.